and we have to send our deepest condolences not only to the family but also friends and those affected by the loss of Scott Hall this past week. It's definitely been a big hit to the wrestling community, and it's definitely someone we're gonna miss. Like the quote says, "Hard work pays off. Those dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do." And one of the best bad guys out there. He was one of the good guys, end of the day, but definitely will miss Scott Hall. And let's get into this episode. So we are live once again with Respect the Craft. This is episode number 22. I am joined by my good brother here, Machine Gun Money himself, Dominick Denaro. What's up, brother? How's it going?
Dude? Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, definitely. It's been one that I've been trying to get to happen for a minute now too. So I'm glad we're finally able to make this happen here because we got lots to talk about too.
Yeah, man.
So definitely. Let's get into it. Again, before we get into all the other questions I have and all the shows we got to talk about, I got to ask you the question I ask everyone that comes on. The show is called Respect the Craft. So when you hear that term, the craft, what does that mean to you?
Well, a lot goes into this craft. You know, it's not just the wrestling. It's from when you wake up in the morning, your mindset, your mentality, what you're going to have for breakfast. If you're going to go to the gym after work, if you're tired, you know, you're still going to fight through it. You know, we fight through injuries, the consistency of training. You know, you see people on these shows and their cardio is not right where they should be. And it's just like, dude, are you really taking this serious? How much are you training a week? How much are you making this a priority? Because I know I drive 2 hours, 2 times a week to get to that ring in Queens. So if I could do it, you know, everybody should be doing it. So, yeah, those are kind of like some of the things I think touch on what the craft really is, you know.
There you go. No, there's definitely it's an importance to it. Like I feel like when people talk about it, it's like once you think you're quote unquote trained, it's like that's it. It's like, oh, I'm trained, that's it. I don't got to go back. And I feel like that's the misstep because you notice it in people's ring ethic. It's like, so you didn't go to training this week, did you? Because you could see it, like it flops on the ring. It's like, yeah, there's so much more that goes into all that. So I'm glad you touched on that there too. So
yeah, man, if you think you know everything in this business, you know absolutely nothing.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And here we go. We got Wes Evans in the chat already saying him and Kyle are watching. What's up, Wes? What's up, Kyle?
Right.
Thank you guys for supporting. Again, those are I always say those are two fans right there that I love that they have that genuine love still for the business.
Absolutely. I talk to Wes sometimes. I'll message him and just like shoot the shit, man. He's a really cool dude. You know, and I appreciate the support he gives to all my brothers and sisters and just in indie wrestling in general.
Definitely. I always say like when I'm seeing them at shows and their support, I'm like, this is what we need in wrestling. Yeah. Like sometimes that's lost, like that genuine love and that genuine like fan support. A lot of times it's everyone's that they're trying to be that almost that couch sitting booker, like, oh yeah, this is why wrestling's the way it is. It's like just enjoy it sometimes. Like
yeah, it kind of reminds me of that South Park meme where it's the guy playing the World of Warcraft game and yeah. But, you know, it's like everybody has their opinion, but why can't we just enjoy the products, you know, and just sit back and enjoy the spectacle? Yep. You know, everyone's doing this, sacrificing their lives to entertain us. You know, we're doing it to entertain you guys, you know. Just enjoy it, man. Or don't watch. You know, it's that easy.
That's always my biggest thing that I always say when I see a lot of times, especially on social, it's like everyone's like, oh, this sucks. This is horrible. It's like, so why are you still watching? There's an off button. Or again, there's multiple shows you can switch to. There's a bunch of companies. We're going to be talking about a lot of independent companies today. So definitely go check them out because they're putting on a lot better action if you're not enjoying what you're watching currently.
Absolutely. They're putting their blood, sweat, and tears into it. So
definitely. And it's all worth it at the end because, again, it's for that love for this craft here. So let's go into it. Again, there's a reason why I wanted to bring you on as well because we've known each other for some years now. This isn't just a new friendship here. So I wanted to show a little bit of how we got to meet years ago because it was also through the Woodward School. Getting to go in 564 Woodward, that famous building that everyone shared almost at one point.
Absolutely.
So getting to meet you and also with Chris there. So let's start a little bit here down memory lane. First time you guys won those titles.
Ah, look at that, man. That's actually the second time we won those titles. The first time we won it was kind of by default because one of our opponents got injured mid-match, and the referee just made this crazy decision to just crown us the winners. So he went into business for himself and kind of helped us out a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we still had to defend them either way, but
Yeah.
that was our second
Oh,
shot
okay.
at the
There you
title.
go.
I miss those titles, man. Someone broke into my car because I left it in there, and they stole that
Yeah.
title.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's insane. But definitely getting to be there it was great because by then we had known each other a little bit already. Chris, I'd gotten to almost like be around so long because of growing up in the same neighborhoods as well. It was great to see you guys do that. And again, the second time as well. So it was insane to see that growth there. But also again, coming
good
up
old days.
again, that same building, definitely those good old days. But that same building, getting to see a lot of those guys, like this crew right here. Like
Hey,
definitely a
my
group of
boys
guys.
right there, man.
Yeah, man.
Ace Andrews brought me into this business, bro. That's what's up, bro. Cuzzo is still one of my best friends till this day. He's
Yeah.
one of the people I can always count on when I call him.
Awesome. That's definitely a group right there. You're gonna, if you're watching podcasts right now, guys, you're gonna see basically every single one of them on at some time in some fashion. So definitely, that's a great group right there. Again, we all got to be in that building at some point. Sometimes those shared classes were always a little crazier than most days. those were always fun. Those ECW nights were always those are some inside stories. We'll keep that, but.
That's
So
pulling the curtain back a little too much.
Hey, just showing that there is stuff. But also, I got to talk about, with that being said, that growth there. How have you felt from that time? Now we're going almost 4 or 5 years now. How has that felt to with that growth into your career at the moment?
I definitely humbled myself a little bit, just a tad. You know, I don't got the ego stored away, but I got it in my back pocket for rainy days. But I definitely learned to keep my ears open and my mouth closed because definitely had an answer for everything when I first came into this business. I didn't feel something was owed to me, but I just didn't know the hierarchy to this. I had to be smart enough the hard way, and once I did, you know. I just never look back, and I just always try to treat everybody with respect and just try to be as professional as possible.
Got you. And that also again that reflects on who you were around. Again, like that picture we showed there. But
Yeah.
also again, look at this, even a bigger class photo I wanted to try to find
Oh
of you
man.
guys. Like again, that
That was
shows
the second location out in
yeah.
yeah,
I was in
Long Island.
Long Island, right? Yeah.
Yep. Around Konkamo.
Yep. Like there you go. Like again, just showing how that work ethic was there, that class ethic. So that's always great.
Yeah,
So
man.
and again, you guys are that group that again you guys are still standing out between you and Chris, between Too Good with Ace and Cuzzo, with Gabriel Sky still
No,
doing his thing.
we don't talk about Gabriel Sky. We don't
Oh,
talk
we
about
don't we don't talk about Gabe.
move
Oh,
on from
geez.
that subject.
Oh, my bad. No Gabe.
It's all right.
Do we still talk about Tristan, or is that also?
Tristan, Kirill Kwan, whatever you want to call him, absolutely, man. He's definitely in between some tension between me and the kid Sky, but
Yeah,
he's a loyal friend to both of us, and we're not going to hold it against him for being either of our friends.
yeah.
One day we'll settle our differences.
There you go. Huh? Hey, one day it has to be in the ring. Maybe that's how it goes down eventually. So
Yeah.
you never know.
Maybe it has to be out of the ring, and when he least expects it. Who knows? We'll
Oh,
see.
hey, there you go. Again, expect the unexpected, guys. As wrestling goes. But let's keep
Was that
going
was
here.
that a plug? Did you just plug a show?
Hey, I didn't mean to, but SAT have been on the show so much by now that's like it's just coming out anytime.
Hey, listen, they're facing the Rock and Roll Express at that show. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's gonna be a fun one.
I'm booked that day. Damn it.
That's something I was gonna talk about later. I feel like that date alone has just so many shows. But again, it's the best thing for the fans because now they have so many options to where to go see. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
it's a good day to be a fan.
It is a good day to be a fan. It's like the market's a little oversaturated, but at the same time, uh, there's enough room for everyone to grow. It's just don't run shows on top of each other. I seen today on social media that one promoter is running a show the same time in town as another promoter who actually promotes his shows well in advance. So it was like there's no not knowing this guy was running a show in his town.
Yeah.
And it's just like the type of disrespect and the cutthroat mentality, we could do without that.
No, and I feel like it's sad that this is still something that even in the old days of the old Elks Lodge, everyone was doing it. Like
Yeah.
you saw it between the Goodmans, the Jacks, all that. I feel like that should have been something by now of how, like, again, how loyal the business is at a point that can't people start working along a little bit? I get it. There's only a certain amount of times on the weekend, but still, like one day, I feel like there's 6 shows running.
Yeah,
like that's insane.
Communication's the key, and if everybody
Definitely.
could just, like I said before, tuck the egos a little bit, at least put it in the back pocket. Just come to an agreement. Everybody can make some money.
Definitely. And just to let Chris know, yes, it is live, brother. We're live. We
I
see
was
your
just
comment.
searching my phone where he said that. He said it in this. Okay, because I can't see the comments. Now I'm seeing the comments.
Yeah. I got it up here so you can see as
Chris,
well.
This is live, but not for real.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
We're just predicting that you said this message. That's
right,
all.
Right.
So, we got Desmond Cole as well in the chat. He's someone I got to get on here.
Big Boofer, well. Absolutely, bro.
I definitely want to talk to him. But that's gonna be a
the
fun
homies just pouring in.
Definitely. Oh, we got Matt Awesome too. There we go. Let's see. Can we get all that there? There you go. Football as well. There you go.
I beat up Matt half my career, man. What's going on, bro? Every time I see him, he's like, "Hey, man, I still feel that chair shot. Good."
That was the point. You're leaving your mark right there. Leaving that mark. So let's keep it going here, because also, again, through those times, you've had some growth. You've had all that. But also, there was a time you were hanging with a group that was a little more, again, that more hard style, that roguish style there, when you were out in the dojo with Valor. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? Let's talk about those times. Because I definitely love seeing that, because, again, we all know the history with the dojo wars and CZW. Like, that's make it or break it right there. You guys definitely were the talk of the dojo for a while.
I appreciate that, man. Shout out to the CZW dojo, because when our school closed down, we had nowhere to go, me and my boys. And they took us in, and they kept us around for about 2 years. And I really grew there, man. I really started to find myself. And through those reps weekly, I really started to get comfortable in that ring with engaging with the audience and how to work cameras in terms of, like, the match structure and stuff like that, whatever. Yeah, man, like we came in there, the Young, Dumb, and Broke actually requested to wrestle me and Chris. And we went along with Gabriel, that jerk off, and Tristan. And we all impressed our first night, man. And, DJ, he doesn't have the greatest rep, but, he's been golden to me and my boys. And if you're good to my people, you're good in my book. And me and Chris, they started to experiment with us, and they wanted to see how we could do in singles. And then Chris went away for a little while, and they wrote a storyline and asked me if I would like to be a part of this, this group. And I said, listen, if it's with Aaron Ash and it's Keyman, I'm down, bro, because I respect those men, their craft. Mother Endless, she is such a talent when it comes to just being a character. Like she gets it in that aspect. So, yeah, we were definitely a force to be reckoned with, man.
It definitely was. Again, like I said, like
for that.
Definitely. I gotta ask, with that, again, you guys were going crazy. How, with those, you all are very, like, roguish with your styles, all fighter types, especially, like, you want to brutalize your opponent. How'd you guys, like, keep that unity, like, intact at one point? Because I know Aaron, he's that juggernaut alone. Like, he doesn't want to be in a team. Like, how'd you guys control those?
It was definitely 3 people that didn't want to be a part of a team, but had, like, who were like-minded individuals, man. So, like, we all just wanted to see the world burn. So, however it goes,
make it a lot faster as a unit.
We'll fight over the ashes afterwards. You know what I mean?
Got you. No, there you go. So we got more comments here. We got Dalton in the chat saying he's comparing you to a young Wade Barrett.
That's a first.
There you go.
I get Tom Hardy, Bobby Fish, Davey Richards. Never got Wade Barrett. Maybe
all good workers though, at least.
Like Wade Barrett now. Yeah.
All good workers, at least. That should be a compliment.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man.
So there you go.
I said again, Tom Hardy.
So there you go. Matt Awesome again talking about it. He was brutalized in 6 minutes. Damn.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Surprised it took so long, man.
Well, let's keep it going.
Dalton said DJ is a wrestling god. Dalton, you look like the son of DJ. Just throwing that out there.
There you go.
Look like you came out of his butthole.
Oh man, Dalton's also another one that's always in.
That's my dude. I love Dalton.
But also with the CZW stuff, with everything now starting to come back a little bit, is that a thought for you? to ever go back to the Doge?
I was supposed to be back there months ago.
Okay.
My life was out of balance at that time, and I was just trying to like sort things out.
Yeah.
I recently moved upstate, got myself a job. And finding a job in Brooklyn and the city was kind of hard for me. I was struggling for a couple of months, so I had to weigh my options. And thankfully, I have good friends everywhere. And I moved upstate. And I found a job within weeks. And now, I've gotten a lot more bookings, and I'm finding the balance between work, personal life, the gym, my shows and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm going to make some room for CZW. I definitely want to go back. It's definitely something that's on my radar.
Awesome,
I always love what they did, man. I want to be part of those kids' growth because they were part of mine.
Awesome. No, that's great. And I could definitely see you fitting in because, again, like I said, a guy that was part of that with Valor, with Aaron, he's been making his moves right now. He's been killing it.
You see the size of him right now? Yo, he looks like he could rip a car in half like paper mache. Like, it's insane, dude. He's a monster.
Definitely so. Maybe it's time to make a little bit of a reunion there with Valor. Who knows? Maybe you make your own mark. Maybe you take him. You're the guy that takes him down because no one else been able to do it. So
who knows? I came close once, and then he put me out of my misery. Well,
so there you go. Key's a little busy right now. He's handling a lot more of the logistics. But again, I always say shout out to Key because he does a lot of the stuff a lot of people don't look into with wrestling. A lot of people just look at the great spectacle that it is, the inside stuff, the ring, all that. But it's like there's a lot of stuff that, again, I shout out to Key and respect what he does because
he's a very intelligent person, and what he does for his family and how he juggles his school going, trying to be a lawyer and stuff like that. He's going to school for that, and then still having time to give back to the dojo and think of these creative ways to put some positive light on the school. It's just phenomenal. Shout out to him. Kudos, man.
Definitely. Oh, here we go. We got more comments from Dez. He's putting you over here. He's telling you how much of a good guy you are. So.
He's lying, bro. I paid him to do that.
There you go. That's why we got so many people in. You're putting in the good word. It's like, nah. Just
Dez, I'll let your family go. It's all right. You don't have to make more nice comments. I'm sending them home right now in an Uber.
There you go. And hey, there we go. Wes and Kyle are going to be there Saturday. So there you go.
Absolutely. I love seeing you guys, man.
We'll definitely be talking about that in a little bit. So Wes, definitely stay tuned for Dom's thoughts because we have a lot to talk about here with the upcoming shows. So again, we're talking about the CZW stuff. You and Mother Endless not only shared the locker room there with the dojo, but you guys got to be a part a little bit here with MVW. Can you tell us a little bit about that, like Mid Valley Wrestling, how that was? Because you guys were in the middle of nowhere, part in that mountain, just in
no idea where it could have been.
Like that was insane. Like,
yeah, during COVID, things slowed down for a little bit. There was a lot of I think deathmatch took the driver's seat for most of the beginning stages of COVID. There was like studio shows and then a lot of outdoor deathmatch stuff. So I would come up to my summer home, and I live very close to False Finish, the guys that run False Finish Production. Shout out to Tony and Matt because they are just aces in whatever they do, man. They are definitely masters of their craft. I'm smoking one day, having a joint, and came up with this idea. Well, why don't we do it? We're just sitting here talking about it. Why don't we just do it? We have like 3 rings between all of us. We have the land. You guys are phenomenal at what you do with production. And this can also be a learning curve for all of us because one day we're going to want to be promoters, retire. So, if we could find a safe way and a healthy way to do this, which we did, everybody kept their distance and stuff like that. We cleaned the ring. Thankfully, I'm not a jerk, and I have a lot of good friends in this business, and I had to pull a couple favors. But I just wanted to help out the boys, man. I wanted them to stay active during these times because, ring rust is something that's real, going back to what I said before of how many times you're training a week, consistency. Yep. And with ring rust comes confidence issues also. So, you stay away from the ring long enough and you'll start to doubt yourself. And I didn't want that to go on with these kids because I was there for their growth and I was there at the whole process. And I just wanted to continue to flourish. And if it helped them, benefited them in any way, and hey, I don't want nothing in return. Just go do you. And it has worked for a couple of guys. And, shout out to them for keeping it up. And who knows, we might be coming back. You never know. But this time in studio, maybe TV tapings. Who knows?
Definitely. Well, Well, stay tuned to that again, guys. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
again.
absolutely. I don't want to
always
let too much
great.
information go about that because that's still in the growing phases. But
Yeah, definitely. No, but it definitely was something great to see. Like again, like you said, Deathmatch definitely took that forefront. But again, to see a production like that was definitely different. Again, the environment was different.
We wanted to try to like. You're familiar with Blackcraft Wrestling, right?
Yeah.
You know, Ben made that dope ass documentary, Rise and Fall. You know, I love that thing. But you know, a lot of my inspiration, I didn't even know at the time was coming from there, but subconsciously it was like because I went back and watched it, and I'm just like, dude, like I've seen this. I don't know why it didn't strike a chord when I was thinking of my concept, but it's almost like one and the same. And just their whole drive to like try to like do it yourself, you know, and just very grindhouse-esque. Like I feel like we definitely had some similarities in that aspect, especially with the supernatural stuff. Like no one was doing that. We were just trying a different approach of the storytelling. You know, I mean, Sue Young does it and Bray Wyatt does it, but not a whole promotion where like there's a supernatural being that's like manipulating everything. You know, and it was definitely something that I wouldn't say we crashed and burned, but we definitely learned what not to do.
Yeah. And definitely, again, it's the growing phases. Like it's always going to be that. Hey, at one point you got to learn what you're doing, and then finding those kinks to perfect everything.
Because like we didn't want to stay supernatural. Like the whole thing was it was going to go back to normalcy.
Yeah.
But every time around like mid-September, like the show for September and October, like things would just start to change just a little bit and get a little bit darker and eerier.
Yeah. Which it makes sense. It's that Halloween time, so
yeah,
everything has
like
to go a little spooky.
It's like if there was a theme to each season, it'd keep things fresh.
Yeah, so definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully when that comes back and seeing how the vision continues there.
Well, just hold on to your seat because I got a couple bookings coming up, and I have no chance. I have no shot of stopping. This momentum's going to keep rolling.
All right, there you go. Let's talk about that because you're fresh off also this show that just passed here with Ace because you have some gold around your waist now there.
Damn, bro, I look good.
So you got some gold there with that Diamond Division Championship. So
yeah, Diamond D they call me, bro. Yeah. Listen, shout out to Darius Carter. I say this every time I say that I'm the champion. I was like, without the Darius Carter, there is no Dominick Denaro. You know, I've learned my most valuable lessons being in the ring with that man. And each time it just got better and better. And I learned a little bit more and had that much more drive. And at the end of the day, I was able to retain my title.
That's awesome right there. Again, I can imagine you also not going to stop there. Like there's a heavyweight title too. So I can imagine you got your eyes on that.
Yeah. You know what? I'll let Darius take a crack at that. I'm gonna try to beat his record for the Diamond Division. They're gonna have to bring in some competition for me. I'm gonna run through the roster real quick and then.
There you go. So I guess we'll talk about this because again, that same date, that April 16th.
Actually, no, this date has been changed by the way.
Has it? Okay.
Yes.
So when's the new date? Because the graphic was
May 23rd.
Still saying this. Okay.
It's May 23rd.
There you go. They got to update some graphics.
They announced it at the show. It was like a last minute decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that helps out because again, I was gonna say that date again, just the amount of shows going on.
Look at you, bro, doing the work, dude. You're awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Hey, I make sure I got everything. I'm trying to. That's why it's like okay, perfect. All right, good. But yeah, there you go. So we'll make sure we let people know. May 23rd, definitely go check that out. May 23rd.
You show up on April 16th. Nobody's gonna let you in.
Again, but hey, they won't be far from another show because there's definitely going to be in the surrounding areas some more shows to look forward to.
Well, let me just say this. So on that same night in Union, New Jersey, on Gnet Ave, the Boys and Girls Club, as you know, the Project Codename Wrestling will be running, and that's only about 30 minutes from Tees Neck. So if you were thinking about going to Ace, just head on over to Union, New Jersey to Fallout. Because this is going to be some show, man. They just announced the first match, Nikolai White versus Mantis. And those dudes have a storied history, man. They used to be friends, enemies, frenemies, whatever you want to call it. But now Julius Smokes is in the mix, and that guy just makes everything that much more interesting.
That's going to be fun to see because, again, like, Julius is like, it's so crazy how many years he's been in this business. And he's bringing something new every single time.
The knowledge tree, man. Everybody wants to sit under his knowledge, man.
Bro, it's amazing. Like J Train is he's a gift for this business. He's a gem that everyone should be learning from. So I can imagine Mantis is definitely he's taking that advantage. There's a reason why he's now the one there.
Hey, Chris Barton calling me right now. Should I answer? Should I throw him on speaker?
Do it. Let's see. If he wanted to be on the video, he could have just asked. I could send him a link.
Is that why you're calling me? Because you want to be on the video?
I didn't know it was live. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're live right now, Barton.
You're live, pal.
Am I on speakerphone?
Yeah, you're on speaker.
You are.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris Barton, Dominick Danaro's secret lover, tag partner.
It's not a secret. Though you don't gotta. It's not a secret. I love you.
I don't have to lie about it anymore.
No, bro.
Well, now you guys know the secret, y'all.
Yeah, bro. He's got a tattoo of my face on his ass cheek.
So no one needs to know that, bro. Listen, I just came on the show to say, Dom, call me when you're done.
Okay.
And secondly, Ray, you're the homie. I'll be on your podcast soon. And yeah,
Definitely, brother.
Whether you like it or not, Ray, he's coming on your podcast. That's it.
No, we've been talking about it. We've been talking about it, so we definitely got to make it happen soon. So, we'll get in touch, Chris. We'll get in touch.
All right. Later, guys. This was the Chris Barton cameo. Peace.
Love you, bro.
Love you too.
See you, brother. I really feel like he didn't think we were live. Even though, again, I showed his comment.
Yeah. He's probably at work on break, and when he's on break, he usually calls me. So.
There you go. It's one of those things, as I know, again, shout out to another great podcast, Bob Culture. Rob definitely, he does this gimmick of being live, but it's pre-recorded. So I know that's probably what it is, too.
That's almost like a kayfabe 10 minutes. Oh, wow.
Hey. Oh, that show. Oh, jeez.
So you're familiar with what I'm
saying. I was there. I was there. I'll say this.
Out to the pop culture, man. They're cool at what they do, man.
No, definitely. That's another one. I've definitely been trying to help him get into that mindset because now he's doing the commentary thing and making sure he knows, hey, again, there's a lot more that goes into this. It's not just getting to learn about a little bit of the wrestlers. It's like put in that work for the craft because they do a lot more than just show up.
Yeah.
So but he definitely he respects it. I respect Rob having that devotion for the business.
Yeah.
But well, let's keep it going here.
Yeah, man. Just keep the questions coming, dude.
Let's do it. Let's do it here. So let's talk about it here because this is what everyone's been coming here to talk about. This is what everyone's looking for. It's that BCW show. Wrong show. Right here. We're talking Queen of the North here. Queen of the North 3, actually. So let's get into it here because you have big title match coming up. Those tag titles are on the line here. East Coast defending here against Blonde Force Trauma. That's quite a name right there. So your thoughts going into this?
My thoughts going into this.
Take that sip first because I could see you getting ready to say some stuff.
I'm playing. I have, you know what? I did my homework on these girls, and they can go. But they've never been in the ring with me and Chris. I don't think they've ever been hit as hard as they're going to get hit on Saturday.
Okay.
You know, they've been sleeping on us. But the thing about me and Chris is we've been selling dreams to sleepers for years now. And we've been proving them wrong every single time. So these girls are in for a rude awakening. And you know what? They're walking to their death. And who's leading them there? None other than the Weasel, AJ Pan. It's like, dude, you got a vendetta with me and Chris? Come to our face and talk to us like men. Don't try to sabotage us every chance you can get. And don't hurt these girls. You're sending these girls to war with men. This isn't just your basic intergender match, dude. No, I don't know if you've seen Chris suplex somebody, but all these girls might poop themselves. Just saying.
There you go. And again, it's doing what you have to do because again, those straps are on the line. It's not a simple.
Raymond, we won these belts, right?
Yeah.
Did I point in the right direction?
Wrong direction.
When we won this damn inverted camera. When we won these belts, BCW management didn't even have the decency to bring them. Okay. So I took a beating for about a half a year from the rep, from South Philly's finest. You know, who's who, TJ and Anthony Gangone, you know, like for those belts. And then when we destroyed the Ducks, they didn't even have the respect to bring us the titles. Darius Carter got a limo for his entrance. Faye Jackson had Mr. Cheeks sing with the Lost Boys. They came out for her entrance music. Like, come on, man. Like, where's the respect? You know, we've been building your ring since you started. Like, I used to drive the ring take off work on Fridays, build that shit by myself if Chris couldn't make it. After the show, get big league by everybody, take that ring down and drive to Long Island just to drive back to Brooklyn just for one day. I could hold that title. And you couldn't bring it for me? And then you don't want to run a show for 2 years? I had to look at this thing for 2 years. And I told myself, it don't matter who's in front of me, they are not taking that title. And that goes for Blunt Force Trauma. Like, what do you think you're going to do? All right, there's no banana peels in this ring. All right, nobody's slipping.
There you go. There you go. And I definitely was around for those early days, seeing you guys be a part of that ring crew. That was those early days of BCW. And sadly, again,
I went in there, man. A lot of, I got, like unnoticed, all that hard work, but I still did it. Yeah. Somebody got to do it.
Hey, but look where it's gotten you now. Again, you're holding those tag titles for over 2 years now. Again, count.
I don't count it. I don't count it until we beat these girls on Saturday. I don't count it.
Oh, there you go. But you guys, even before that, you guys were champions for a minute.
Absolutely.
It wasn't like it just went into
six-time tag team champion. This isn't new news. Like we are tag team specialists.
No.
Right? We're not two girls that just came together because we both have blonde hair. No, we beat the shit out of people. Okay, like in real life. Ask about me. Okay. Promoters be threatening me with a shotgun, and then they find out who the fuck I am, and then they shut their mouth, and then they apologize. That's who Dominick Denaro is. Okay.
There you go. And again, it all comes with that evolution. Look at that, from that second title reign to again now you're stepping in here again 6-time. That number doesn't come easy either.
I'm glad you found that picture of me and Chris because I have a merch design that we don't really have out right now.
Yeah.
From back then, and it's supposed to be like a Super Nintendo box with that picture on it. It was supposed to be like the Final Fight box for Super Nintendo. And I haven't seen that picture that you just showed in years. So that's awesome. Yeah.
No, I definitely, again, I do my research to make sure we're all set for this. And again, like I said, I was lucky to be there. I love those Elks Lodge shows, especially seeing you guys win those. It was great.
One of these days I'll be back there.
Hey, again, everything's slowly but surely starting to open up again. So it's definitely a matter of time.
I miss, what's his name? I forgot his name. That's how long it's been, but I missed that guy. You don't forget my name, I'll tell you that.
Nah. Those were some good times. Those Blue Long Islands, man. Those were killers.
I've had more Jameson in my own than I've ever had in my life in that building.
Good old Elks. Well, let's keep it going here. Because also, again, with those confirmed shows already, you're showing your eye from a few more too. So let's talk about this show that you've been interested in a little bit. They got this show coming up here for Ragnarok. They got for ACW. They're gonna be in a mall. They're in Palisades right there.
In the Palisades Mall, man. That's how they do it. They do it big, man. Of course, I'm gonna be a part of that. I was a part of their first show at the Palisades, and they had 4 levels of people cheer. It was insane.
That's an insane setup right there. Like I've saw some of their highlights, and I'm like, they literally are doing this in the middle of a mall. It gives you almost that old school Raw vibe when they used to be in the mall like that. I'm like,
yeah, it reminds me of that Nitro.
Like
that was a Nitro, insane. Right?
Was it Nitro? Was it? Yeah, it was Nitro actually.
It was Nitro, yeah.
Yeah, it was Nitro with Luger showing up.
With Luger and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah. So that's insane right there. So
yeah,
you got your eye on that. You're gonna be a part. You're looking forward to again brutalizing some people there. I can imagine.
Yeah, man. So I'll just give you guys the exclusive. So I'll be going up in a Fatal 4-Way match with Lucas Chase, the Zombie King Anthony Rivera, and light heavyweight champion for ECPW Trey Felipe for his title.
Oh, there you go. So,
there you go. I'm actually, before when you asked me to do the audio test, I was wrapping up on editing the promo, so that should be out tomorrow.
Oh, perfect. There we go. We'll definitely share that because we're getting the exclusive here. That match is coming up, so definitely stay tuned to that. If you're in the Palisades area, definitely go check it out because
yeah, man.
It's a show in the mall. How can you beat that?
Dude, you can't. And there's an Outback there. There's virtual reality. There's like the suspension bridges. It's so cool. I love that freaking mall.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's an honor to work for that company in that mall.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So after you get that big win, you go have yourself a nice meal there and then go shopping spree. There you go.
Yeah, shopping spree. I got a new title. I might even pawn it in. See what kind of Jordans I can get there. Probably not. Yeah, I probably get like Velcro sneakers for that belt, but
Hey, no, but that's what you're going to do. You're going to make it worth something now.
Exactly. I'm going to bring prestige to that title.
There you go. That's what you're doing. You're doing that for the Diamond division. It's what you've been doing for those BCW tag titles. So you're bringing that prestige into every championship you win here.
We haven't had to talk with management for BCW, but me and Chris corner them this weekend. I have a feeling we'll be getting what we want for the next show.
Oh, there you go.
And we are not. We are tired. We are just.
I hope Anthony Cole's watching. Like again, the boys.
Anthony Cole, or whatever puppeteer is running it these days.
Yeah. Hey, that's always ever changing.
Maybe it's AJ Pan. That's my suspicion.
Who knows? Again, AJ knows how to weasel his way in. Like he makes sure his Pan Corp, or now it's more of a. I'm gonna say it's a little bit of a cultish thing that he's doing now, because he's been
ponytail and his fluorescent jackets. Just punch him in the face.
Hey, you get to do that Saturday. Like, again, when that bell rings,
I promised him he's walking home with no shoes on, so wear thick socks.
There you go. So good luck Saturday. But let's keep it going here. Now, let's go into it. Let's talk a little bit about Project Codename Wrestling, because I know you're not too happy about that last show. Unfortunately, again, Miguel Sosa, who's also been a part of the show here, he did some devious things. He was trying to make sure you weren't involved. I don't know what his reasonings were. We'll try to get a hold of him eventually to get his answer, because I know it's not going to be a straight shoot either. But your thoughts? What are you going into? You're confirmed for their next show, so what are you looking to do there?
All I know is you better stay out of my way, because I sat here and I listened to his interview with you, live, on my drive home from work, and I listened to him struggle with his vocabulary and try to put together some promotional piece that just went awful. Okay, but when you stick your nose in my business, it comes with physicality, and you were nowhere to be seen that night after this altercation. You came back out with Sebastian Cage for his match, but by the time I got to the locker room, I smelled your tires burning. All right. April 16th, you're my first piece of business before the bells even ring for the show. I'm coming after you. We're gonna have a little sit down. Hope you're ready for that. Maybe you might want to bring your big muscle cousin. Maybe he could save your life.
Oof, there you go. Well, again, maybe that bond has to break a little bit. You guys are boys, but Cuzzo gets in your way. It's all business.
I'll chop him down like a tree if I have to.
Oof, there you go. And hey, we got the brother Conrad there from Everything Pro Wrestling. What's up, Conrad? Thanks for joining us here. Again, we're talking business here, because we got, again, that Project Codename Wrestling. Yep. So I can imagine also there's a lot of guys here you have some relationships with there. You've been able to get in the ring with a lot of these guys, including that boss man himself. He might not be on he is centerfold on that flyer right there with TJ Marconi. I can imagine looking to get at him eventually as well, because he was someone you got to chop down to win some heavyweight gold at one point.
Oh yeah. He didn't expect that, but I outsmarted him like I do the rest of them.
So I definitely can imagine those. Everyone's a target that night, including Miguel Sosa. Which again, I'm gonna say what he said on the last podcast. Just remember, to him, he's untouchable. So I'd be aware to what he brings, because I think that's why he's trying to add so many members now to first class. That's why he got Cuzzo, because he knows he's gonna need some better security. Because he's not making
that much security. You clearly can't fight. So
he's too busy with the white henny. That's all.
Yeah. So he's letting the alcohol talk for him. That's what it is, right? So the alcohol is what caused that decision. And he's gonna blame that on it on the 16th. Then I might have to drown him in some Hennessy.
Oof, there you go. But again, we're talking about fights. We're talking about that. Let's talk a little bit about some Fight Club. Usually we're not supposed to talk about Fight Club, but we could talk about this one, because it was also confirmed you're going to be joining
beautiful
IFC.
Flyer.
It definitely is.
Beautiful flyer, man. That was some production value right there.
There you go. So your thoughts going into this? Again, no matches announced yet.
No matches. It's a mystery, man. There's shades of MVW and Black Craft Wrestling written all over this.
Definitely.
I'm very eager to see what they bring to the table.
Same. I'm loving their value though, because they've been announcing some heavy hitters here.
Yeah, for someone that came out of nowhere, I'm highly impressed. I can't wait to see what that match card looks like. Hopefully in the next month we start to see some shit. Actually, I think they just released their first hype video, if I'm not mistaken. I think I seen something scrolling.
They started putting a little bit together. So again, it's always cool to see new promotions come out and also again make those waves like that. Like, so it's been a great roster so far. Even bringing in the Saito brothers, which again, that's some international flair right there. So that's gonna be.
I've seen them a lot in New England over the past couple of months.
Yeah, so that's gonna be cool to see. But let's keep it going here, because also with that, again, with all the opportunities you've had here and all the promotions we're talking about, who else do you have your sights on, promotion wise, opponent wise? Who are you looking to be a part of this 2022?
For 2022, like I said, my achievement was balance in my life, and I attained that. And now with the amount of bookings I have in the tri-state area, I think I have enough to keep me satisfied locally, and I would like to get out of the state. At least once a month if I can. Try to find a new state. I'd love to get to the West Coast. There's a lot of great places over there. I can't even list them all, but without excluding some. But yeah, Vegas, Cali is definitely two places on the radar. I want to go down to Cincinnati.
There you go. Again, those are some fight towns right there. So
yeah.
Those rounds. Yeah. So I can imagine with that, again, you've been a part of their shows in the tri-state, but I can imagine maybe when they're back in the West Coast, maybe Violence and Suffering, and they're back in their Cali area.
Yo, Isaac, fly me out, bro. Come on, cut the shit.
That's my boy right there again.
I got my orbital eye broken on your show because my boy Gabe. All right, your boy Gabe. He ain't my boy no more.
There you go. Yeah.
Do what's right.
Damn. There you go. So, let's see this here. This is what we're talking about. So, again, Wes is asking it too. So, who's one guy or lady you would love to work with in that ring that you haven't yet?
That's a very good question, and it's kind of on the spot that I wouldn't have like an answer. But I'm a little bit of a sick individual, and you just showed me a flyer with Danny Moff on it.
Ooh,
I'd like to see what that's like.
Well, you're gonna see him not once, but twice in the coming months. So.
And I have nothing but respect for Moff.
Yeah.
I just,
Hey, that's an NYC legend right there. That's making a name right there. If you can take down the Bayonne badass, the Boricua badass himself. Like that's DHS fam right there.
Yeah, man. Nothing but respect.
There you go.
Earn mine.
Awesome. But how about again? Okay, so that's a legendary name right there. How about from the young talent? Anyone you got your eyes on that you've been seeing make their waves? Because you guys were, especially you guys from that FTW class, at one point you guys were taking over the tri-state.
Right.
But now we're seeing some newer guys make their waves and try to implement their names in this. So anyone catch your eye that you're like, you know what? I got to put them back in their place.
You got to put them back in their place. Well, they're all children. A lot of kids, little acrobats. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I ain't going to call out nobody right now. I'll just come slap you when I feel time to.
Oof,
but, I do want to give some friendly competition to some people that I think deserve it. And he was in the chat before, and that's Desmond Cole. I'd love to get in the ring with him because we've had tag matches before, but I've never wrestled him singles, and he just keeps getting better and better. I got something. I'll make you famous.
Respectfully. Or not respectfully. Again, whatever you're feeling on that day, because you never know.
Whatever helps him sleep at night.
All right, there you go. Which I can also imagine that also brings to another company, because Desmond's been there. You've been showing your support and also some interest. How about Remarkable Wrestling?
Remarkable Wrestling, yes, and definitely. They came out, they hit the ground running. It'd be an honor to work there. They're in Long Island, New York.
And also, again, that's you guys some history there with the boss man himself. No secret. Kono creating this amazing company there.
Kono Capucha, one of my trainers, yes.
Yeah. So I can imagine you're looking forward to that and getting to be a part of their upcoming shows.
Absolutely, man. He's doing it the right way. So I have nothing but faith in what he does. So
awesome.
It should be awesome.
There you go. So again, there's your sites. Again, if anyone's watching, keep notice, because again, you never know if Dom's just gonna come and
punch you in the mouth.
There you go. So
we're taking names in 2022. We ain't gonna tell you what names, but we taking them.
So there you go. If it's tag teams, let's put that then. Okay. Let's say a tag team, because again, you guys are tag champs. You're already looking forward to again just moving through this. Blonde Force Traumas again. They're done with after this Saturday. How about a team again? You don't have to give me your first choice, because I know you're gonna want to make sure Anthony Cole hears that. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
You heard that, BCW. You heard that here live on Respect the Craft. East Coast Syndicate versus the SAT.
There you go. And I definitely know the Theos are watching the podcast, so we'll definitely let them know. It's loud and clear here. You guys want the SAT. Is that all three? You guys just want Jose and Joel?
We'll take all three, man. I just said I'll throw him a beating, but we'll just recruit Desmond Cole because he is the homie. We'll do a trios, man.
There you go. There you go.
That's that. We're here to earn our respect. Okay, this isn't nothing malice. With Moff, you know, I know that motherfucker will beat the shit out of me, but I'll take it and ask him for more, and then hopefully he respects me after that.
So there you go. So
hopefully he just doesn't finish eating my carcass, you know. Fucking corpse is biting into my arm.
Yeah, I saw what he did at that last project codename show. So yeah, he's in a fighting mood.
Clyde, man. R.I.P. dude.
That's
my merch table was right there, and
you're glad it's still standing.
Yeah. I had my box cutter on me just in case he got out there. I said, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Oh, there you go. Dez is ready. He's down to throw down with the SAT. So
absolutely.
There you go. I guess if anything, Dez is gonna be the one to take that Spanish fly though. You're gonna throw him.
Knowing Chris.
He's gonna want to take it.
Knowing Chris, he's gonna call it. What are you saying?
There you go. But again, don't want to take up too much more of your time here, Dom, because again, you're a busy man. You're a businessman. So I got one last question to ask. Again, a question to ask everyone. With everything going on, for everything you have planned for the future, let's talk about the end goal. When all this is said and done, what would you want to be Dominick Denaro to have accomplished, be at, all that great stuff?
It's less about me. It really is. I got into this business because I lost one of my best friends to drug overdose, and I almost lost another one to testicular cancer. I just ruined that whole heartwarming moment. But yeah, and the three of us, you know, we were inseparable, and wrestling was one of our passions as kids, and they never got a chance. And I almost threw my chance away at life out. So I had to pick myself up, dust myself off, and take a safer approach to life. And as ironic as it sounds, wrestling was the safer approach. So I already achieved what I wanted to achieve, and all I want to see is the people that I came up with prosper, and that's 100% genuosity right there. You know, is genuosity a word? Did I just make that up? Did I just combine generosity and genuine?
I think you did, but we're gonna allow it.
Yeah, but we're gonna rock with that.
It works. It works for the heartfelt speech.
I got a tattoo across my forehead.
There you go. But no, that's awesome.
As long as Gabe, as much as I hate him, that motherfucker gets signed, bro. I'll be crying for him. I love him. Desmond, Chris, freaking the ones I haven't mentioned. You know, there's just too many of them. I don't want them fighting with each other because I didn't mention them. So I'm just not mentioning that.
We're gonna show a few pictures there. There you go.
Yeah, these guys. My boy Alex, he's already signed, so you don't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Again, that's what you want to hear though, because again, like I said, you guys were that tight knit group. When I started meeting you guys again, it was in that group fashion. Yeah, so getting to see again from that school in Woodward to now where you guys are at and where you guys are continuing to go, it's always amazing. I love seeing it, and definitely am proud of what you guys are doing and continuing to do. So definitely happy to see you guys continue to grow. And this has been great to get to relive a little bit of those memories and again, put out some new ones. So always a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely.
Before we let you go, let me make sure they're following you on everywhere. So definitely go check out on Instagram, Dominick_Denaro. On Twitter, go check him out at Dominick Denaro. Also, again, go hit him up for merch too, because he has some insane merch that he has coming. Those 8x10s, the shirts, and also you got some handballs. Let's talk about. I forgot to ask about that.
Yeah, man. I don't listen. We can stay on a couple more minutes. I ain't got shit going on. I'll play Elden Ring after this.
Hey, there you go. How about where did that come from? Again, the handball idea. That's a little different with the merch game. I feel like everyone's trying to.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised the things you come up with when you're burning the midnight oil. You know, and that was one of them. I got a couple of more, man. I'm gonna start customizing these jewelry bags right here, if you know what I'm saying.
Ooh, okay, there
you know, like you don't see that, you know. So I got a couple ideas, you know. But everything will be available at my merch table going forward at BCW. You did miss one of my shows on March 25th. I'll be at ISPW in Ottawa, New Jersey, facing Craig.
My bad. Again, I tried to make sure everything was there.
That wasn't announced yet. I'm just people in it, watching if they were thinking about going out to that show. Head out.
Definitely go make it out. And again, that's perfect right there because that's going to be a whole weekend you could catch Dom. Again, March 25th and then March 26th. Go to the mall, have some fun, go watch some wrestling, go buy some collectibles because I know that's something else I forgot to touch on too. You're a little bit into the collecting, right? You've been to some cons.
I don't like to talk about the collections, but I collect. I collect NES games in the box.
No.
Retro video games, anything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Unlike your boy Gangone, who takes them out of the box, I keep my stuff in the box. As much space as it takes up in my house, I just have bins and bins of boxes, just toys in it. Like, what am I doing with these things? I don't know.
So you're like me because I collect more Funko wise because I love like the design of it, but I keep everything in box. When I see it get taken out of the box, I'm like, oh, like why? So definitely takes his out, but also he has it like in a nice display too.
No, he puts them in displays. He actually he uses them. He takes pictures and stuff like that. Like my boy Tony does that actually. If you're into that kind of stuff, you should follow Legend Series Photography on Instagram. And he does like cool dioramas and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. So there you go. But again, even with that, I was gonna say like you got to wrestle. I should have taken a picture of that. You got to wrestle at a convention at one point, right?
Oh yeah. Kineticon. I was chubby Ryu because I was a little bloated that week, but that was a lot of fun, and they had a lot of free video games I could play. I think I went 18-1 in Street Fighter Third Strike with Ryu.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, I was kicking ass.
Hey, there you go. Again, to live the gimmick there because you were Ryu there, and then you got to play as him too.
That's why. I usually use Alex in that game or Ken, but I was Ryu, so I picked.
Hey, that works again. Letting to merge all the worlds there, and that's the best thing about wrestling because you get all that insane stuff into one.
Yeah.
So, again, that's a little bit of a big game Leroy's world right there, but hey, there's room for everybody there.
Yeah,
maybe is that someone you want to square?
He just recently did one in Rhode Island, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Is that someone maybe you have your eye on?
That's like Ken, Chris. I watched you how many times in Street Fighter? Don't even get me started right now before we break up the tag team.
He again. He's trying to
wash his ass in that game.
Chris, don't get him angry. You guys got to defend those belts.
Yeah, bro. We got to work as a team this week.
You know what it is? He's trying to make his point across because he's trying to get back on the show. It's like,
he's trying to fire me up. That's what he's trying to fire me up and motivate me to kill these women.
Oh, damn. He's saying his cap. Bro, just let it go. Just let it go, man. Let it go.
Saturday.
There you go, guys. Once again, make sure you guys are going to all these amazing shows. Again, date change. Again, that's
May 23rd. May 23rd.
So definitely check that out. This Saturday, again, BCW, Queen of the North 3. They're defending those tag team titles against Blonde Force Trauma. Definitely go check that out. Once again, it's going to be at the Palisades. Go check out 4-Way Dance for that championship there. Definitely check them out. And also, again, Project Codename Wrestling. Might be a funeral for Miguel Sosa. You never know. So definitely go check that out as well. And again, coming up, matches announcements coming soon in July. The summer is heating up already with IFCO there. So definitely check them out, guys. So Dom, thank you so much for coming again. This has been awesome. Hope you had a good time as well. And again,
can I just add one more thing?
Yeah, definitely.
One more thing. Yeah. So if you go to my Linktree, which is Dominick Denaro at Linktree, I post all the ticket links to all my upcoming shows. Some haven't been announced yet, so they're not up there. But as soon as they are, they go right up there. You have all my social media links up there, merchandise links, all the goodies.
Perfect. So there you go. We're definitely, again, all links are going to be down below as well to make sure you guys can check everything out and definitely go follow Dom because you're going to want to make sure you know all the shows he's at because those are going to be some killer shows. So definitely go check that out, guys.
A lot of fun.
So thank you always for watching, guys. As always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, and respect the craft. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.